Steve Cohen is considered one of the best traders on Wall Street. Over the last 30 years, he's made over $13 billion. So how does he do it? Well, besides all the analysis and the data that goes into his trades, Steve Cohen separates himself from most investors by buying options, but only when they shift the odds in his favor. According to a former employee, it's this ability to use options that gives Steve Cohen his edge. And once he decides to buy options, he has a very specific technique to choose the right option. You see, Steve Cohen doesn't trade options on every name in his portfolio. In fact, just by looking at his portfolio here, you can see that only a few positions use options. The questions are, why did he choose to buy options in those stocks and not the others? What is he looking at, and how did he make those decisions? And then, when he decides to use options, how does he decide to choose the right option? Now, the available options education would have you think that the top investors like Steve Cohen are digging into the Black-Scholes formula and analyzing the Greeks or implied volatility to find those answers. They're not. The answers are found by using a 300-year-old concept that's easy to understand. It's called mathematical edge. Now, mathematical edge and the process to capture it is important to any probability game. It's how you win. Whether it's heads or tails, backgammon, or poker, these are all probability games where you can gain an advantage by understanding the concept of mathematical edge. Options are a probability game, and mathematical edge is the secret used by the top 1% to profit with them. Steve Cohen separates himself from other investors by using options. He chooses options when they offer him mathematical edge. The question then becomes very specific. How does he do that? I built OptionsGeek.com to teach you how to think like the top 1%, how to use mathematical edge in your trading process. You see, I'm going to help you to understand the right options questions that you should be asking. And better yet, I'll finally give you the answers that you can't find anywhere else. To make it even easier, after you understand how to use mathematical edge with options, I've created a new tool that thinks exactly like Steve Cohen, so you don't have to. It does all the calculations for you and gives you the answers you need. It's a game changer in the options industry. Now I'm sure you're wondering, how do I know how Steve Cohen thinks? I spent more than 2 decades advising, trading with, and trading against the top investors in the world. I wasn't one of the thousands of options market makers on the exchange floors. I was part of an elite group of traders at the top investment banks who were trusted with billions of dollars of capital for the sole purpose to deal with the top 1% every day. I then joined one of the largest and most successful hedge funds over the last 30 years. I am a true options expert, changing the message for the average investor and showing you for the first time exactly how the top 1% think about options. No more Greeks, no more implied volatility. We're going to change the conversation to risk reward, probabilities, odds, and how you could start seeing gains like these, with trades targeting over 150 to 400% returns. So, if you're interested in learning how the top 1% use options, then I want to help you avoid frustration, confusion, and wasting your time. I built a whole free membership area where I give you ebooks, interviews, webinars, trade ideas, beginner courses with quizzes, and so much more. I've done everything in my power to make your decision easy. I'll see you inside.